I've been busy with the Skyrim Special Edition modding scene recently, but one of the mods in this video grabbed my attention so much I had to come back and make a video about it. You have to guess which of those mods it is. Welcome to episode 41 of the Fallout 4 Mod Vault. This is not just a shotgun. It is not even just a work of art. It is, quite simply, the weapon of choice for the God of War, or at least it should be if the God of War has any style whatsoever. Because not only does this thing look incredible, it sounds incredible. I mean, just listen to that. That is awesome. It even sounds great with a suppressor on. Listen to this. That is just awesome. None of this kind of sound. Listen. No sound of silence here, just the sound of slightly muted, slightly suppressed death. The weapon is called the Widow Shotgun, and even in its base form it is just quite beautiful. The details on this thing are incredible, but of course it can be upgraded. There is a short stock version and a full stock version. The full stock version gives you slightly better accuracy and of course better recoil. You can upgrade the receiver, and if you take it all the way to the top, it's comparable to your combat shotgun. Slightly below for me, but pretty much on par with. And that's just with the receiver. You can actually upgrade the ammunition as well. So you've got buckshot ammo, birdshot ammo, and even high explosive and incendiary ammo. There's even a medicine ammo that will allow you to, well, heal your companions, I guess. It does no damage but heals them, which is a little strange. My favourite though is the slug ammo, because this massively increases the effective range, and I do mean massively actually. This thing becomes a very good mid-range weapon if you use slugs. It also increases the damage to, well over the normal shotgun, and getting close to the 50 cal rifle sort of damage. The explosive version does close to as much damage, and of course does the extra 15 points of area effect damage, and it might be a little overpowered, but then explosive weapons usually are in this game. You can add a muzzle brake, which will help with the recoil, and I do recommend this if you are going to use the slugs. It will reduce the range slightly. However, if you're using slugs, you have a massive increase in range anyway, and the drop in recoil is noticeable. As I mentioned earlier, there is a suppressor, but there are no sights. You basically have the standard sight that comes with this. However, you can change the amount of zoom you get when you aim. The default is actually no zoom, and that's probably very good for people who are using this up close and personal. But you can take it all the way up to 3 times zoom. This is close to the zoom you get with a reflex sight, and of course is going to be better for people using slugs and fighting more at mid-range. This is a very strong weapon that can be customized for a variety of situations. Its only weakness really is the fact that it's 2 shots and then reload, which just goes with the territory. If you like powered armor and you like riding around in vertibirds in the Commonwealth, you know one of the things you've always wanted to do was to jump out of the Vertibird. You know you have. Sometimes it's because there is something down below you've seen, or there's been a signal that you need to help someone, and sometimes it's just because you want to look cool. Well, now you can do exactly that.
Superhero landing! Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
Totally impractical, they all do it.
The mod is called Vertibird Jump, and it pretty much does exactly what it says. You can now press space and exit the Vertibird at any point that you want to, and you will do the power slam thing. Now, you can jump without wearing power armor, but of course, unless you're wearing legs of the acrobat or something, you're probably going to be in a little trouble. You can actually disable jumping from the Vertibird without powered armor if you want to, but I actually don't, because there are going to be times when you want to jump out over water, which of course is safe to do so as long as you don't die of radiation, get killed by Mirelurks, or drown. Obviously, this does mean you may be able to get to some places where realistically you shouldn't, like Diamond City, but all that happens when you drop on Diamond City like that is you zone in and carry on as normal, as if you walked through the main gate. Although Deacon might complain a little bit about, you know, the fall damage. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're looking for a tactical advantage over your enemies, or you're just looking for blue skies and happy landings, I give you Vertibird Jump. There is a mod called Red Rocket Window Shutters and Custom Doors. Now, I'm not so interested in the custom doors, but the shutters grabbed my interest. Basically, it just adds, well, shutters to the windows that you can close and open at will. And I've no idea why I found that so very satisfying, but I do. Now, you can change the doors. You can actually have an option to install your own doors, but I like the sliding doors, and I think they go well with the shutters. It feels nice and secure now. And then, you know, we can go to open for business. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you are thinking, but why? What does it do? It doesn't do anything. It's a settlement builder thing. The stuff we make often has absolutely no purpose. The barriers we make do not deter the enemies. Our settlers don't use them for protection. And no, we don't need shutters on the windows to keep the weather out. But we like it. Leave us alone. Now, I discovered that mod because I noticed something similar, a mod that adds shutters, window shutters, to Starlight Drive. It does it in a similar way, except in this particular instance, the shutters don't roll down nicely. They sort of fade in. They snap out, but they fade in. Apart from that, they work pretty much the same way, and it is a nice touch. It definitely makes me think I'd like to set this settlement up as some kind of business. I don't know if it's possible to get the rolling shutters. I really don't. But I do like this. I do like this. There is a version of the Red Rocket shutters that will allow you to have shutters on the doors as well. So you can have all of the windows and the two side doors with shutters. However, it does leave the main door as a sliding one. Overall, I love this idea. The only thing I'd like to see is perhaps some way to have all of the shutters activated by a single button, including the shutters in the garage area. I would also kind of like to see a shuttered gate. You know, like a powered gate? Perhaps I could have a gate with shutters, and it would be amazing if you could just hit a button during an attack and it would lock everything down. But I know I'm getting just a little demanding again, aren't I? Companions. They're a bit of a mixed bag, aren't they? They can be useful in a firefight, they can carry a lot of junk for you, and they do keep you company. But on occasion, they can get in the way. I'd say no. I'd say no. I'd say no. Oh, God. Move! Out of the way! Oh, for... Well, have no fear. I have the solution to this problem.
Move.
That's right, with a mod called Push Away Companions.
Keep out of my way.
You can keep shoving them around.
Out of my way. Get out of my way.
Okay, that was me. Yeah. Sorry. It's fairly simple in principle. You just press the R key and shove your companion out of the way. It doesn't work if the companion is not following you. They need to be following you. But if they are, you can shove them around. Now, if you're using quick trade, you still get that option as long as you're not too close. If you use the compatibility patch. If you're using quick trade, you should use the compatibility patch. If you're a certain distance away, you can still change their inventory, but as soon as you get up close,
Get the hell out of my face.
you become a little unpleasant. Putting the obvious possibilities to be mean and unpleasant
Stay out of my way.
aside, it's actually kind of useful. I sort of wish there was a slightly less aggressive way of doing this.
Stay out of my way.
So that I could just move them a little more gently. Although I have to say,
Stay out of my way.
there's just something deeply satisfying about that.
Get out of my sight.
And that is all we have time for in this video. I'm going to end with the screenshots that you guys have continued to post even in my absence. A big thank you to everybody who has contributed. They are great as always. If you'd like to post an image for me to use in one of my videos, I will leave a link down below. It will take you to a video that will show you exactly how you can do that, and let me thank you in advance for doing so. Obviously, it is a busy time right now, and I cannot say for sure when I will return with another Fallout 4 mod vault, but I can say I will return because somebody is bound to make something that will make me laugh, and I will have to make a video about it, and I would love it if you could join me for that video. I look forward to seeing you there, and until then, remember as always, have fun. If you're curious as to whether I've covered a mod in one of my videos, feel free to go along to my website, gophersvids.com, and check the search functionality out. Just type the name of the mod you're interested in, open up the settings, and filter by mods only. Click for search, and you will see whether or not I've covered that mod. Click on the mod, and it will also show you any of the videos this mod appears in.